police report come to my house also for this?
Yeah, I'm an agent of court in New York State.
Oh.
So if a court order and they request me, I can come to see them then.
Okay.
That's all.
Well, down here is this piece that you're here to. Oh, I'd like to also show you and remind you that over here is still blocked, the right-of-way, and nothing has been done about it. Also, this fence is still up, blocking my emergency entrance and exit.
Is that his property?
Actually, no, it's not. And we have surveyors that are beginning to point that out. Like I said, because when I first moved in, his sign and his pin was on the other side of the property, but over 5 different surveyors. It's moved to over here, and now we're getting it surveyed. And like we said before, it goes from that tree to that tree, roughly right around there, which is where the pin was when I first moved in. But over the last few years, it's changed to here. So I'm pretty sure that building is still unpermitted, and it's still too close to my property. But so, like I said, while we're out here, this is still blocked.
Yeah, I mean, the land dispute's a civil matter, but if you show me your survey, I could try to help out.
Okay, and actually, how did he go through a site plan with my survey? He hasn't actually had a survey map of his own with the surveyor's stamp on it. That was actually, he's used the same one that I have. That was an actual survey map from my property, stamped for this one.
Did
Is
you
used.
bring that up at the public hearing for the planning board?
Yeah, and I'm sure I brought it up to you, but just nothing was ever done. Don't you have to have a straight up survey map of your own and your own stamp, now use somebody else's?
I mean, the planning board controls the site plan review process, not me.
But you're supposed to enforce the laws. And how is this okay to have a fence go right through next to my
If they have
property?
an approved site plan, you know, that's what I could.
Oh, also, I want to ask you, what is the proper format to put in a complaint? Because last Sunday I was here getting stuff moving, and he was here at 9:30 with the shaker going and trucks going. So you said none of our complaints are okay because they weren't in proper format. What is the proper format? Yeah, you told me that. Is it posted on the website, the proper format?
Just call our office or write us a letter. Come
Okay,
in person.
so you had said that none of it was admissible because they didn't have dates on them, but our computers clearly
Again,
show what
I
they...
don't believe I said that.
Yeah, you told that to Tina, but, okay, so I'd like a complaint, 9:30, last Sunday morning. He was out here with the shaker, trucks going in and out. So I did get that video recording, and I'll send that to your office. What, do you think I was gonna hurt you?
No, I didn't.
So was he, it's gotta go. I think roughly around 9:30 on the office and earlier, but like I said, shaker going, business in and out. Trucks have been in and out without being the proper day. So if there is a proper format, if you could let us know. And
that's
more
for
than
sure.
willing to change them all and...
I'll log
and
it
do it.
in.
Okay.
Are we going to look at your septic system or into
Well, down here is the downstairs that you're here to investigate.
Well, also the upstairs, the number of bedrooms I need to check out.
That's not what the violations are for. I was told by somebody with the Department of State that you can come and you're here for what the violations are for.
I could show you a copy of this court order if you'd like.
But a town of Catskill law judge isn't quite familiar with Catskill zoning and codes, is he? Well, obviously not, because he said any room with a bed in it is a bedroom, so. Oh, can I have this copy? Sure, cool. How come I wasn't able to get an option to have an attorney at this if it was going to be an order and proceedings like that, how come I didn't get an option to hire an attorney or get one?
I mean, when you got your appearance ticket,
No, when we just went to the town,
I didn't prevent you from getting a lawyer.
well, no, actually the judge, you guys just started, and with the proceedings, I mean, there is due process. I was supposed to be asked,
You got an
you know, do you
appearance
plead
ticket
guilty?
to appear in court,
Yeah, and I did.
and you didn't bring a lawyer.
Well, I figured I'd have due process, which is they asked me, do I plead guilty, not guilty? You have a right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, one of you. So I didn't realize it was going to be
You weren't
like
put under
like
arrest.
an order or anything like that.
All right, do you want to comply and let me see the
Well,
upstairs?
I'm just asking for the information, but
I
this
mean, you'll have
this
to
is
ask the
against my rights though, because I didn't know this was going to be this. This wasn't what you were asking for. You were asking to enforce the 2 tickets that you had given me, which was for the downstairs to prove. And actually, we had the contract that if I removed the stove, which I did many, many months ago, then that would have been thrown out right there. And not just that, my daughter was living down here at that point too. And I mean, the other part I could see, but I didn't realize.
The issue with the septic system is that the New York Rising report said you had 6 bedrooms in the house, and that brought into question whether your septic system was adequate or not. So if your
I think they
engineer,
said 6 rooms. I don't know if they said bedrooms.
yep, they did.
Well, they also said I only had 2 bathrooms. And when I had called them to find out what was up with their final written investigation, is that they said, now think of it as like he's an insurance assessor. They said he comes in, he just flies through, and he writes down whatever, because they even missed a bathroom. So there were many things that this guy missed. So that's what my my case manager for New York Rising had told me was the issue with that. So
If you look at the first floor plan, he has bedroom 1 through 4.
yeah, but he's also not a real estate assessor. He's also not a code inspector, and I believe my engineer brought it up that we don't know any of his what his abilities are as far as that. He was just an assessor to come in and check what damage was done in my house. He didn't come in to come sell my house or label it as bedrooms or bathrooms. We don't know
You're
his.
saying he didn't come in your house?
He did come in my house,
Oh,
but
okay.
he wasn't here as a code enforcement officer. He wasn't here for zoning. He was here to assess the damage to my house. That was it.
And I'm here just to confirm the number of bedrooms to be able to evaluate the septic system.
I paid an engineer to do that. You already have that information.
It was in the contract that your attorney signed with the town attorney that we would verify the number of bedrooms.
You said that an engineer would verify it, and I paid my engineer. He did
and
verify
that we
it.
would be allowed into the house
Yes,
to verify.
yes. And also I
And
gave
that's what
you.
we're here to do.
Okay, but
So can
I'm
we
just
please
saying.
just get on with it?
And yeah,
Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure and get all this information correct.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what that is. But I don't understand how this came into it, because this wasn't part of the code violations. I had an engineer, certified engineer, certify the amount of bedrooms that are in my house. So I took care of that part. So I'm wondering why my due process was taken away from me for the right to be represented. And then this comes about, which I knew nothing about, and I have
Well,
a lot
you
of
were
my
at
rights
the-
are
you
being
were at-
taken away.
You were at the court when the judge told you that we were to come to your
Yeah, I
home.
was also in court when my rights were taken and I didn't get due process. So,
Okay.
okay.
So, are we gonna?
We can go through from here.
Okay.
It's all one house. It's all one unit.
While
And
we're
the only-
outside, do you want to show me where the septic system is?
Sure. And this, I gotta look, because 2 issues with that. I have, I have to look if I have the photo a while back. My ex-husband owned this house, like I've explained to you. I was trying to raise koi fish. It didn't work. Don't worry, that's coming down. So my ex-husband had done this, and he had done the downstairs, like I've explained to you. I was the wife. I was raising kids. I have no idea anything about permit zoning. I've learned a lot in the past couple of years. At that point, I knew nothing of that. I didn't own the house at that point. My name wasn't even on to own it. So
You know,
I also have photos, I think, of him here and the kids here, and that the downstairs was done. So I'm just making it clear that what you're violating me for was work I didn't know didn't have a permit. Once I took over the house, those issues came to me, which is why we did the agreement,
And then all that we asked is that you apply for the permit now.
and I did. And I did the New
and
York
show-
State, and I did
show
the
that
engineer.
The house met the code.
Yeah, and I
That's
did.
what we're only here to verify. That's
Okay,
all.
good, and I did. That's, and I also, my engineer had certified it. I also, last year, and I believe I sent it to you when you brought up the condition of the septic. Last year, with regular maintenance, I contacted a professional sewage company, and they said my sewage is working fine. Of course, it needed to be pumped out. Every sewage system does. Regular maintenance that I keep up on. So the sewage, I do have photos. I took photos. My engineer came. I paid him twice to dig it up. So it was around here. I do have photos and dimensions of it. And so it's a big concrete.
You know, you can't evaluate a septic system without determining the percolation rate of the soil. Because the size of the system is dependent on the soils that the system is in. And he offered no documentation on those tests. So,
Who, my engineer?
yeah.
But that wasn't part of the contract. You didn't say anything about that in the contract.
Well, to evaluate the septic system?
Yes. There
Well,
were,
you
the only,
need to
the only
read it
thing in the
again then.
contract we agreed on was that I would get a New York State inspector to certify the downstairs. I did that.
And the septic system.
No, you did not. You did not. You had nothing in the thing about the septic system. You brought up the septic system to prolong the time that we had to mess up my New York Rising account. So you had nothing in the agreement. If you like, I think, I don't have my computers here. I can bring it up, I'll send you the agreement again. But the septic system was your questioning after the fact. My engineer certified the number of bedrooms. I complied with everything. Then I contacted you to come out and investigate, and you ignored me until
That's
you
not
found
true.
out I left.
That's not true.
Yes, it is true. I did everything. So a certified engineer gave you all of the documents. I gave you all the documents you needed. Septic system was brought up after. Like I said, a professional septic company came and everything, he looked at it all, everything was working fine. That's what he said. So I don't know when my ex-husband did this. I don't know. This did not happen. I wouldn't be able to afford what had happened since I've owned this house. Okay? Or what?
I mean,
To make
when
one.
you buy a house that has a finished basement, and that finished basement wasn't authorized, and you as the purchaser are responsible for not checking that out before you buy the house.
Listen, I didn't know anything about that. I know when my husband left, he signed it over to me. I paid the back taxes. I don't know.
And
My kids
I'm
needed
just
a
trying to
home.
help you clear it up.
I needed a home for my kids.
Just trying to
I
help you
created
clear
one.
it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, like I said, this was
So
not
is this
part
the
of our
septic
contract.
tank?
No, that's my son's bicycle thing.
Do you know where the septic tank is?
Yes, I explained it to you. I believe it's right here from where you can see it. Like I said, it was dug up twice.
Okay.
Professional engineer. You
And the
didn't tell me
leach
I had to
field
dig
goes
it up.
down
Yes. And there was boxes that came out this way.
Your engineer said that the system was commensurate with the 1960s, and what he described, these plastic infiltrator units weren't developed till the 80s.
I don't know. I didn't do that. I have no idea. I know a professional septic system came and said, my septic system and my leach field are all working correctly. And like I said, this was not part of the contract. And I'm surprised you had the judge throw this in here about the number of bedrooms. And the septic system. You see the pictures of my freaking beautiful yard meal? How hard I work?
You have a squash there.
Oh yeah, no, one of the white pumpkins. Kids, we grew our own pumpkins for Halloween. And
Oh,
after I threw the old pumpkins out, the seeds just happened to take here and there. That one's one of the white pumpkins.
that's something.
Yeah, those things go crazy. Is this because you guys are upset that Fred kept saying that the nasty sludge over here from his pile is from my septic system? Because Fred kept pointing and saying that my septic system was down here and that the nasty yellow stuff that looks like cracking waste was over here, and he was saying that it's my septic system. I wonder, he must have been hit pretty hard to realize my septic system isn't even over there. Because I know John Cashin was actually here twice and investigated the septic system, and he had found nothing wrong with it at that time either. So, if you'd like, I'll get you the septic professionals.
No.
The septic system working properly on the leach field. And I'll explain this to you also. I have no family left. The furniture that I have is my family's furniture. I have gotten stuck with many people's furniture. Down here, the entertainment center that was here, my daughter who's 18, her father that committed suicide a little over 5 years ago, that was his entertainment center. We took stuff from his house after he committed suicide so my daughter could have it when she got older. I have that, I have my grandparents' things. I have a lot of furniture. So instead of just shoving it in a room somewhere, it was nicer for me to go ahead and put it somewhere. I could come down here, I have my grandparents' old black and white VCR tapes and things, and I have that here. I could come down and sit if I wanted. Oh, it's right. So,
License from?
we're moving, so it's,
Okay.
everything is a little discombobulated.
Need you to take pictures.
Oh, officer, you might want to come in. He might feel uncomfortable in here by himself.
So this is the bathroom?
Yes, that's. And like I said, I would rather have space that's usable. The first series of photos from New York Rising
Yeah.
was before I was able to have time, because of all my health issues, to really put my house nice. When her father committed suicide, we brought a lot of stuff in. I didn't have time to move everything, to put everything and make it look all nice. So this is just a room. I would rather put my stuff somewhere that's nice. My daughter at that time, you gave me violations, was living in this room. It's a whole house. But you already know that, and like you had said, is to change the stove, which was removed. I did that, so you had said you were taking that away. No, we don't live here.
At the time the violations were written, were you using this as a bedroom?
Sterling was. My daughter.
Okay.
I'm pretty shocked you didn't make the judge aware that, in fact, no, a bedroom can't just be a bedroom because it has a bed in it. I could put a bedroom in the bathroom in there.
No, I'm saying there's nothing inside the house that's.
Oh, would you like a mask? And you're Fred Pop?
Yes.
Oh, so you were here when Cashin came. Was that you or was that another one? Are you even allowed to be here? Shouldn't you have excused yourself because of your friendship with Edwards?
I
he's not my friend. I worked
You've
in
been
the town
you've
for
been
years.
seen there though quite a few times as a friend,
No.
giving him
You're
information.
Because
Oh,
I don't
I
go
know, the
there as a
neighbors-
friend. I go
I'd
there to
heard that.
inspect stuff.
What was the
Well-
relevance of measuring the window?
You have to have a certain size.
Has to be an egress window in a bedroom for emergencies.
Yeah, it has to be a certain size. It's not just having a bed in a room like Judge Wooten said.
No, I knew about having a closet, but I didn't know about the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that garbage, whatever.
Just to let you know that each bedroom should have a smoke alarm in it.
Oh, there was.
It's occupied.
Is there one? Oh, this one I have them throughout. I had one in here.
Yeah, you.
Except when the battery goes dead, maybe she took it down because
Well, you're moving. Why would you have one here now?
well, no, that is, you have to have them. These, like I said, were cabinets. There's also cabinets up in one of the rooms upstairs. That doesn't make it a kitchen. We got these for free. My ex-husband was working on a job, got them for free. Why not? Part of my shop was in here. I used this for shop material because my shop right out here, I could come right in here. I needed the space.
I'm not looking to argue with you.
I'm simply telling you.
Okay.
Maybe if you would have asked to begin with, you would have had a better idea. And you can also look at the electric in the kitchen. This oven requires a 210. And, oh, I'm sorry, it's not in there. Also, this was storage. I'm looking to sell this. It has a broken top, so could not be used. However, I can sell this, or I can fix the top and sell it. So it was only used as storage. It was even used to put stuff in for the shop. But like I said, if you would have asked, you would have known. Now, during the hurricane, the waters came down this way, and especially right over here, the waters came in here terribly. I mean, this part was bad. The mud came in. I mean, the mud was up to about the door. And
So-
a lot of this had issues.
Was there insulation on
Yes.
these walls?
Yes. So this stuff here, I just put on until I can get the stuff taken care of, but I needed stuff for my shop. I was waiting for New York Rising. Why would I go through and put more money into this when New York Rising was coming to help me with the hurricane?
You know, I just asked for an explanation.
I just gave
Why-
you one.
No, when I issued the violations in November of 2015, I just asked for an explanation
I gave you
as
one.
to. No, you didn't.
I'll find the emails and I'll forward them back to you because I've kept everyone. And I don't think many people, I'm gonna look up for the town planning boards and everything and see how many people after the hurricanes went and got permits to fix their houses.
You mean in terms of insulation?
Yeah, well, it would have to go to the,
Yeah.
to the, right away.
But all of this was getting fixed by New York Rising.
Was there insulation on top of this wall? Or on top of this
I don't
ceiling?
know, I don't remember. I don't remember. There was a lot going on.
Yeah. Hey, Fred?
Could you just get pictures of the steel beams? Yeah, they're holding up. Must be how I have.
Well, all of that you guys already knew because that has been here. This is how this was when this house got any kind of permits whatsoever. So all of that's already been here.
No, I know that.
Okay.
There was discrepancy on whether it was a double wide trailer or not. And, you know, the steel is an indication that it was.
You could see that in the photos of the
But
New
you
York Rising.
denied that it was a double wide trailer. You
I didn't
insisted
deny
was a
that it
stick-built
was.
house.
I didn't deny that it was. It's been made into a house from the work that's been done. It's put on a foundation. It's made.
that
It doesn't
doesn't-
have the crappy walls. It's a house, which New York Rising already accepted.
No, they haven't.
They did
Well, okay.
before you called and messed it up and said it's a mobile home. It's not a mobile home. And that's why you didn't contact me to come and do the site visit, because you knew I was on limited time for the appeal for New York Rising. You would think that a town would help the residents rebuild after major natural disasters. This here was given to me by Community Action, a second refrigerator. So it was a place to put it out of my way.
This is
that
where
was
the
a-
stove was.
Yes.
Fred, can you just get a picture of that? Well, she's got the electrical third-party inspection.
Yeah, no, so, yeah, the only thing else is to go up and, do the number of bedrooms up there. I said, sorry for the mess. It's,
That's okay.
and I'll tell you, the dust that has accumulated since July, since we haven't been here, is completely disgusting. I can't believe how you people allow and say that that's okay and not hazardous to young children's health and lungs.
I'm just gonna go on this
Yep.
one.
Is there a light switch in here?
Excuse me, Mom. What is it? Where's the light switch? I got help with that. No, actually, those, they take these stupid little bulbs that, it does have a light switch, but
No,
those
it's
are out,
okay.
so lamps are better for that.
Thank you.
The code enforcement officers, when they go in for business permits, they take photos and all that, or, for,
I take pictures of every
building
inspection I
permits?
do.
oh, okay. Oh, wow, so can we get photos from Fred's property when you've investigated over there?
If you foil them, you could.
Oh, cool, I didn't know that.
Anything's foilable, it's freedom of information, it's federal
So what is the consequences? Because I know somebody who has FOIL requested information from the Fennec Catskill, they acknowledged it, said that they would do it in the time frame.
They don't, there's a rule in which they don't have to make everything available. That's,
Note that there's no
The time.
closet
That's
in this room.
for that, right? You're not allowed to go over the time limit for FOIL
You
requests.
don't need a closet.
Not really big enough for a bed.
We have bosses in Albany that review everything, and once they have everything together.
At the time New York Rising came,
That I can understand.
It could be-
that
Catskill.
bed
Oh,
was
yeah.
laying down with sheets.
Yeah, I don't know,
Yeah, I understand, I know, I'm the one not putting you inside, I'm not gonna quote you on that.
no, I just said, we don't deal with it, so we don't know, we only deal with our division in Albany that does for us, so.
Aren't you the one with the dog? Aren't you the one with the canine? Oh,
No, that's Trooper Dovich.
the dog.
So what's the law against retaliation for filing a FOIL?
What do you mean, the
Tina said
law?
there's a number, she's getting a number for
No,
us.
Because-
there's no, like, she's talking about the timeframes with town foiling through, the town of
Right.
Casco. I'm not sure
Oh,
what
here
it
it
is
is.
with them.
Oh, I have that, but
But
what
with
if,
us, we have,
what
like I
if,
said, there's state foil and there's federal foiling.
what if someone, what if someone what if the entity that you were foiling did something just because you did a FOIL? That's what I'm getting at. Because this, right now, I foiled and now we have this going on.
You have to make a complaint with the town of Catskill because the judge made a ruling and that's why he put a court order for inspection to be done.
No, not for this, she FOIL requested other information from the
Yeah.
town, something
Oh.
different from this.
I'm not aware of it, like I said.
Different from this, but related.
Well, no, because you know, Edwards property,
Yeah,
the folder is called Martin versus Edwards.
yeah, that's how it's related.
Yeah, that's like his property and anything to do with his is, and it's also that way with the DEC, it's Martin versus Edwards. The punishment, how dare I stand up for my family for somebody dumping toxic debris? The nerve. Nobody should have to sit there and watch their kids go through the illnesses I've had to watch. My son get teased in school because he's got ticks, and kids tease him terribly. Nobody should watch their kids go through this.
I don't know if they told you, but you see on this that you have a date to go back and
On
the
the
judge is gonna give you the findings on
Yeah.
that date? Okay.
So what do I do since my rights were taken away? Like, that I was supposed to have due process. Like, this shouldn't even be happening yet. I mean, I wasn't even given an opportunity to plead guilty, innocent, the right to an
You're
attorney,
not- This
nothing.
isn't any criminal action, this is the court having them do an inspection, that's what it is.
Yeah, wasn't I supposed to have some type of process? No, that's not what it was, is they were trying to enforce something else. The judge ended up ruling it this way. They were taking me there as like a criminal matter. I had tickets to appear in the town of Catskill like a week later when I got
This has nothing to
it.
do with trespassing,
No, I know that.
this is nothing, this is totally different.
Oh, I know that, but still, it was like a criminal
Well, you
thing
have to
against
call the
me.
court and ask them about that part of that, that's totally
So if
different.
that was taken away, then none of this means anything, right? This
When
is
you
either
if it was
illegally.
taken away, if it was dismissed, you mean?
No, since my rights, it wasn't the due process, it wasn't the,
You're
we
right.
have laws, like.
Your right is that if charges are brought against you, you're given an appearance ticket or arraigned, that's your due process.
Yeah.
You go before a judge and he reads you what you're being accused of, and then you have a right to get an attorney,
Yeah,
plead guilty, not guilty,
but
that's
I
your
didn't
due
even, I
process.
didn't even have that. He told me, went through it, and said, okay, they're coming to your house next week. I didn't even have, and I literally, I got the paperwork, and it was 5 days later that I had to appear in court. I didn't even have time to get an attorney. So I figured I'd go to court and
Yeah,
I
but
would have the
That's
right.
how appearance tickets are done. New York State, you have to be within 10 days of when you're given the appearance ticket.
Yeah, I did that, but then when I went to court, it was, okay, boom, nope, next week, code enforcement, I had no right to an attorney, anything to get one.
That's
So-
totally different from this situation. You went to court for trespassing from what I
No,
understand.
no, I went to
This
court-
wasn't- She's talking about something in addition.
no,
to
they
trespassing.
gave me code violations last year, I had attorneys, we were debating on what to do. He broke the contract, time went, I had to move, I didn't hear anything else, all of a sudden I get appearance tickets a couple weeks ago to say, no, you have to be in court. So I went to court, and it was like a criminal thing, they were saying $1,000 to fine a day or up to a year in jail. So I went, next thing I know, judge orders for him to be here. I didn't have any options at
I'm
all.
not aware of that, but I'm explaining
Oh,
the
here
part,
we
I
go.
was explaining the part with the trespassing charge.
Yeah, no, that's something totally
This is-
different.
This is not.
No, that's another form of punishment.
I was misunderstanding. With the code enforcement with civil stuff, we don't handle that, I don't know. We don't, we're just here to make sure that everything's civil and that.
Yeah, I understand. This actually, I just took off and did, a few weeks ago. I heard something, I was in there, or so that has to be just simply put back, so. Alright, so we'll go
Not-
up and around.
Not about the hole in the sheetrock, it's about the no insulation. So to meet the energy code, the basement walls have to be insulated.
Well, that doesn't mean the whole thing isn't though, that's just one
Is
area.
there any heat in here besides the wood stove?
No, 3 wood stoves heat the house.
There's no heat down here,
Wait, wood stove.
besides this.
No, there's a wood stove out in the shop also. So, you guys are here for
Do you
the
wanna
bedrooms,
go
correct?
up this stairway or?
Yeah, and excuse the mess, we're moving.
Yeah, no
But like
problem.
I said, you guys are only here for, now it's the number of bedrooms, correct? Everything else was already. I already complied with it. Like I said, you excuse the mess.
No, I didn't bring it out of the room out before.
Okay.
Yeah, they did. Yes. Here's the bathroom.
So, is this a bedroom?
No, it's one room. All 3 of these that connect are all one room. This one, and the one in there.
So you're saying this space is not a bedroom?
It's,
There's no
you
closet.
cannot have a room where one room goes into another. This is one bedroom.
So it
So
is-
my daughter and my son stay in my one big bedroom here, which is this one, that one, and that one. Has none of them have closets. They have space, but, so no, this is all one room.
Okay, but people slept here.
The other stay long.
I'm not trying to do it, I just said,
I'm not either, it's all one room. My daughter sleeps in the room where I sleep over there, and my son sleeps over there. We all sleep in the same room. I answered your question. Hi, yeah, how are you? I'm all right. Yeah, this is my friend Alethea. And
Hi.
Alethea, I think you met,
Nice to meet you.
Bob, I think you met her.
And there used to be a doorway in between here?
No,
It's shown on the New York Rising plan as a doorway.
no, not through here, no.
Okay.
I'm sure, go back to the photos, I can show you. But up here, you're not here for this. The New York Rising is helping me from hurricane damage to help repair my home. So, I said we're here for the number of bedrooms, and like my certified engineer stated, this is one big bedroom. Yeah, nice people are breaking my windows now, so it came back to that. Please excuse the house, it is so disgusting. You would
I'm
not
worried you're all
believe-
wearing masks.
Oh, shoot, no, let me get you yours, I'm sorry.
I
Oh, I
always
have a big
forget.
box of them.
I'm always like, okay, don't even drink the water.
I'm sorry.
No, that's
Actually,
okay. I can show
what's
it.
strange is, I don't know if you know Susan. She was here working a couple days, and she ended up having a
Yeah,
big
so
box.
it's shown on the doorway.
Then she came back to help a little bit.
Did you
I
take a
don't
picture
know
of
if
this?
it has anything to do with it, but it was
This
just
bed?
odd.
Yeah.
And, something else was going wrong with her again. So I don't think,
Respiratory?
no, something with her heart. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I gotta sell this place, it's gonna be off my back. Some family buys it, a whole nother family gets sick. Yeah. At some point, it has no choice.
The smell of the air outside is horrendous. When I pulled up,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
It burns my throat. My first breath out of my car, if I don't have a mask on, it burns my throat and my nose.
It doesn't make any sense that it should smell like that.
Window open?
No, all of us have chronic and severe damage up through our
Yeah.
sinuses. The kids too, they saw it on their MRIs.
But if they made it, it's different.
You mean being the trailer?
Oh, and those are cabinets, but no, this is not a kitchen.
No, they had,
You can't go by the New York Rising assessment. They were here to assess the damage of the hurricane. They are not code enforcers. Like my engineer had stated and the attorneys brought up, we don't know their credentials for why or what they
See
say.
this
You can't go
picture?
by that.
see this picture of the bed
Yes.
with sheets and blankets on it?
Yeah,
Right under that cabinet?
yeah.
Are you saying it wasn't used as a bedroom at that time?
It's been used as a bedroom. It's
Okay,
been used,
that's-
this all, you
all
can
I was
have
asking.
many beds in a bedroom. I can put 3 in this one. That doesn't make this 3 separate bedrooms. Like I said, I can't believe you allowed Judge Wooten to embarrass himself by making up New York State laws. I can put a bed in the bathroom. That doesn't make it a bedroom.
I don't let Judge Wooten do anything. He does what he feels is right. I have no control over the judge.
There's New York State laws.
You gotta take that up with the judge.
Yep. And like one room also, there is one escape window, which is that one there for this one room. Remember how pretty my house used to look, Alethea? Remember how pretty my house used to look?
So you're saying there was no door there when New York Rising was here?
There's been a door there at one point, but it didn't work. Then it doesn't matter. You can't walk through one room into another, And there
there's
hasn't
no
been a door there
closets.
for a
Did you
long
take a picture
time.
of that?
And
Yeah,
there's
we
no
can't bring our
closets.
mattresses with us because the toxins have soaked into the bed mattresses too much. Many professionals have told us that they can't stay.
Was this used as a bedroom?
No, my office. Actually, Sterling might have stayed here for a little bit, but, yeah, no, she did. She was here, and then she ended up going to the downstairs, because she liked having a little room out there with the TV. Then we had friends, and
Yeah, because
so,
the pictures show beds up.
yeah, this house has changed so many times. It really has. And I have every right to change my house around when I want. So this, yeah, and this constitutes a bedroom. There's a closet. This is a bedroom. But I've used it as my office. Just because I used it as an office doesn't mean it makes it an office. Should have had you film my neck before I get here. After about 10-15 minutes, all my glands in my neck swell up. There, right in the back of my neck. And that's outside. I've been here, I come outside, do something, outside my neck swells up.
Okay. Which exit would you like me to use?
This one.
That's not a bedroom.
we can rule it out.
Well, I think my video can rule it out too.
Yeah, there is no closet in there. It said it's a storage room. And maybe she's done it though. So now, isn't Fred supposed to FOIL request things too? How does he end up with just information? And I haven't seen any FOIL requests that he's made. Somehow he just gets information.
Did, these rooms that were used as bedrooms have smoke detectors?
Yes, they have had. And actually, I
But
might.
you removed this smoke
Oh,
detector?
no, here's one here, up here.
No, within the bedroom, they have to be within the bedroom.
Yes, they have, and Community Action came in and put them in. I don't know if Bob grabbed them for the shop. But yeah, no, they have had, all of them have had them.
Okay.
So, like I said, Community Action came in and they put all that in for me. So if I put a bed in there, would that constitute a bedroom too? If I stored one in there?
Stored it? No, used it?
Yeah, well, I have the room. I mean, I'm gonna utilize the room that I have. And if I store a bed in it, then there's a bed in it, it doesn't make it a bedroom. There's laws for a reason. Things just fell apart everywhere. I actually called Chevy because I was so disappointed in the way they made it. Even to change the headlights.
I don't get a choice.
If you go to change the headlights, be careful because there's little plastic prongs in the front. Even when you go to open it, those things break. And they don't go back right. It's terrible. No format required.
I don't know.
Okay, well, just say, I let him know about last Sunday, about him operating over here in the shaker zone. So, I asked him what the proper format is, because that's what you told Tina, that there is no format. I wanted to make sure we get it right, and he said, no, we just have to call. So, just so you know, there's no.
I was going through that page you had. Super?
If we beep his horn, I'm sure he'll come.
I never ran legally, I told Peter before the attorney, don't put sirens in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Roland doesn't want to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
You have my picture all
Yep.
over.
All right, let me get the sheriff.
The whole thing was down here looking for me. How you been, all good?
Yeah.
Huh? Keeping out of trouble or?
No.
And they started the survey, yep, they started on the survey, so probably within a few weeks, because we're doing all the paperwork on it, and researching all the deeds, and getting everything, and I'll be getting with you after it's complete. Alright? I think you're doing this piece also. Well, he said it wasn't seen on the deeds as such. That oak tree there, or a different tree there, and runs to the other tree. But he believes yes, and then he also said that from what he's seen so far, that he'll get it all when he's done, is that this used to be a logging road, so it was a right-of-way that went through here, a legal right-of-way that went through here.
Once
And
we'll
then
order things, that's
really
what we
by
call
law,
it. We'll order things, if
can't
somebody
block it.
obstructs, then we have to.
That's another court issue. Not
Yeah,
so
I'll
much.
cover
here.
it by,
Well, thank you for your time.
All right, ma'am.
Sorry, I'm sure there's better things you could be doing out there today.
No, I just appreciate everybody was civil, that's all we're
Yeah,
asking.
I'm not gonna beat him up over it.
All right, you guys have a
I
good day.
believe I have the law on my side, so you too, thank you.
Tell Warren when I see him, you said hi.
Okay, I will. Have a good day.
You too.
Yeah, did you see where the ribbon is?
Which one?
So, Elliot, Jack shows on my survey that that is in fact my property.
Okay, that's a wrap.